All right, hello once again. This is Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College. I've been going through a series of video presentations I'm creating for the AWD 1000 Web Development Technologies class. And these are being created based off of the Mozilla Developer Network Learn Web Development series. Before I go on again into this troubleshooting JavaScript, I've gone back and written my own version of the guessing game program, which isn't working. So let's go to inspect, and notice it says uncaught reference. Parse int is not defined. Well, it's because I spelled the word parse wrong. And I'd like to say, hey, I did that on purpose to show you a copy of an example of an error, but it's just that I screwed it up. So let's see. So that should be parse int, not parson int. And it's in there twice, so I'm going to remove both of them. That's an example of a syntax error because I spelled something incorrectly. All right, so let's refresh. All right, welcome, you are starting a new game. So, well, it doesn't like that, so I'm going to have to fix that. That's okay, we'll fix it. But I'm going to put in here 50. Too high, try again. Let's try 25. Too high, try again. Let's try 12. Too low, try again. Let's leave it blank, and we get either non-numeric or out of range. Let's do it again and put in hello, non-numeric or out of range. I've only made 3 valid guesses so far. So let's put in 1000. Again, that's out of range. Let's put in 0, which again is out of range. All right, so I made 3 invalid guesses so far. How about 22? That's too high. That's 4 guesses. 5 guesses. 6 guesses. 7 guesses. 8 guesses. All right, it doesn't like any of these, and I know why it is. That's on me. All right, let's stop the run and let's fix that. Okay. Now, when I did this, when you use this, you cannot use single or double quotes. You have to use backticks. So let me change that to backticks. And let me change that to backticks. And now it should work correctly. Let's double check. All right, welcome, you are starting a new game. Now notice between 1 and 100. So let's run this because I'm done. But let's run this and let's check all of our errors. So I'm going to leave it blank. There's that error. I'm going to leave it out of range. There's that error. I'm going to leave it out of range on the other end. There's that error. So I've had 3 guesses, but all of them are invalid. So I'm going to try to get see if I can have more than 10 guesses. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, if I try this 11th guess, it shouldn't take this. And it doesn't. Maximum number of guesses reached, game over. All right. So now it should be a new game because remember when I put in 50 before, it said I needed too high it was too high. Now 50, I guess I didn't reset that, so I'll have to do that as well. See that? A maximum number reached. So there's an error right there. So when I reach the maximum number, what did we say? We said game over equal true and return. And we told it to run this while the game was over. It should have started a new game. And when it started the new game, it should have reset the number of guesses to 0, and it's not doing that. And it should have generated a new number. So let's see. If it's greater than the maximum number allowed, alert, maximum guesses reached, which was spelled wrong. Game over, true, return. Well, if we've already, let's see, this could be our 10th guess. I guess we could even flip these around. I could check to see if the number of guesses was greater than or equal to. So we could do this first. So I can move that here. All right. So if they've already reached 10 guesses, if they've already made 10 guesses, they shouldn't be allowed to make an 11th. The game's over. Otherwise, we add 1 to their guesses. All right. So let's run this again with that change made and see. Still think there's an error in here. There's a bug that I've got to figure out. Oops. So welcome, you're starting a new game. So I'm going to put in here 10 out of range guesses. 1, 1, 1. I can't do it that way. So let's just put in here 1. Too low. 1. There's 2 guesses. 3 guesses. 4 guesses. 5 guesses. 6 guesses. 7 guesses. 8 guesses. 9 guesses. 10 guesses. It still is asking me to guess again. It's going to give me the error, but it's still asking me to do another one. So let's see. Now, is it going to let me put in a new guess? No, it's still saying that my maximum number of guesses has been reached. So there is still an error in my code. I'm debugging. I'm going through what's in the next lesson right now. So while we're not checking in here, but we are checking here. So if the number of guesses, oh, yeah, no, that's correct. We added 1 to our number of guesses. Still like this better. Turn the other way, which means I have to say if it's greater than, because if we had 10, it's still okay. But if it's greater than 10, so num guesses allowed was 10. So if it's greater than that, we want to say game over equal true. All right, and we want to return. So what is calling this? And it should be what's calling that is this. While not game over, play the game. So it should be calling start new game, which is here. It should be giving me that alert. It should be saying game over is false, and it should be resetting the number of guesses equal to 0, and it does not appear to be doing that. So we can come in here. We can reset the num guesses equal to 0 right there. See if that will fix it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It has been reached. It's not going back and telling us we have a new game, though. See that? So it's still, oh, it says the guess was too low. It didn't give us the welcome message, though. Let's, oh, that's because it's calling the wrong thing. So let's see. It is now correctly going back into here and telling us to guess. But it should tell us that we have a new game. So should I be calling start new game right there? So if the game is over, I don't want to call, yeah, it should be calling start new game. So it should be coming back to here, but it's not giving me that alert. So let's see, game over is true. Number of guesses has been reset correctly. Well, what if I don't even have that in there? If I just have what if I just call here start new game from right there? See what that does. The program now works, but I just want it to work and be correct when we actually have error conditions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, maximum reached. Welcome, we're starting a new game. Okay, so let's try it again. And now it's too high. I think previously it was too low. So let's last time through here. So that was too high. So that's one valid guess. We're going to put in, that's an invalid guess. That's an invalid guess. And that's an invalid guess. All right, so far we've had one valid guess. There's 2 valid guesses, 3 valid guesses, 4 valid guesses, 5 valid guesses, 6 valid guesses, 7 valid guesses. We should be guessing it now on number 8. Well, that's still wrong, so I didn't put the back ticks there. But you did guess it. And please guess a number. Well, it's screwing up right there, so we'll have to fix that as well. All right, so we're just about finished here. So where you guess the number here, that has to be a back tick here and a back tick here. That's why that didn't work. And rather than game over equal true, we're just going to call start new game. All right, so let's run it one last time. I've hit all the other conditions, so 50, there's 1. 75, there's 2. 87, there's 3. 80, there's 4. 84, there's, whoa. 85. It's now not telling me. 85. Guess was too high, try again. 44. Guess was too low, try again. 66. Too low, try again. 77. Too low, try again. 80. Maximum number of, well, that's working. All right, so we've got a new game. 50. That's too high. 25. Well, there's something wrong right there. I don't know if I guessed it or what. Now, one thing that I can do in here, so you know, I wouldn't want to keep this in there, what I'm about to show you. I would not want to keep it in there. But when I generate the new random number, let's see, alert, you guessed it, call start new game. So I think this is running so fast, and I don't want to talk about async, etc. yet because it's going to be very confusing. So you guess the random number in those guesses. I'm going to put in here, this is what I call a hack. I'm going to say for let LCV equals 0 LCV less than 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus LCV. I'm going to try to slow that down before that actually runs. See if this works now. Welcome a new game. Too high. There's one guess. There's two guesses. There's three guesses. There's four guesses. There's five guesses. There's six guesses. Good. You guessed the number? Well, it says in 18 guesses. That isn't good, because that is incorrect. And it is coming to starting a new game. Why did it give me 18 guesses in there? It's not resetting the number of guesses. So it is coming through here, and it's recalling start a new game, but that was not getting hit. Let's say this, let game over equal false, end flag. And then I can come in here, and rather than saying let game over equal false, I'm going to say game over equal false. All right. Again, all I'm doing right now is just a couple things to try to fix it up, so to speak, at the end. Everything else is working. 25, too low. 50. Well, I don't know if I just guessed it right there or what. The guess was too low. Try again. Not sure what happened. 50. 75, too high. 66, too high. 60. 60, too high. 55, too high. 53, too high. 51. You guessed it. Now it's, oh, that's the problem. I'm printing out the wrong variable there. All right. Again, this is great. I'm serious, because I'm showing you the kind of errors you're going to get. So where I'm printing this out, let's see. You guessed it in guesses. No, guess isn't what I want. I want num guesses. Let's run it one last time, please. One guess. Two guesses. Three guesses. Four guesses. Five guesses. Six guesses. You guessed it in 6 guesses. Go to a new game. There we go. So I've now got a working, complete game. I'd have to give it a way to stop, and there'd be a few other things I'd like to add. However, what I've given you now, I think, in my humble opinion, for whatever that is or is not worth, in a little over 100 lines, is an easier to understand, and the first 17 are just the comments. So in about 90 lines, I've given you an easier to understand program. You may agree, you may disagree. We'll go over this as a class either way.